They're at the core of what it means to be alive. The truth is, you have the power to make a different choice. You don't have to follow the crowd or give in to what others expect. You don't have to trade in your home and your independence for the sake of convenience. You deserve more than just surviving. You deserve to thrive. Yes, aging can bring challenges. There may be days when your joints ache or when a simple task feels a bit more complicated. But needing help doesn't mean losing your voice, losing your decisions, or giving up on what matters most. Assistance is a tool. It doesn't take away your power. A caregiver can help lift the groceries, a nurse can monitor your health, but only you can decide what makes life worth living. That's what staying at home is really about. It's not just about a physical space. It's about preserving your inner life. It's about holding on to the values, the memories, and the sense of self that make you, you. As time passes, the importance of maintaining control over your choices only grows. Aging doesn't strip you of your right to make decisions. It amplifies it. The world may try to tell you that your best days are behind you, but that's not true. You can keep making choices, keep asserting your independence, and keep writing your story. So, when the world suggests you step aside and let others take the reins, push back. This chapter is yours. You can make it as fulfilling, as vibrant, and as meaningful as any chapter that's come before. Before we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on what you've heard today. What stands out for you? Maybe it's the unspoken realities of nursing homes, the emotional cost of leaving your home, or the empowering idea of aging in place with the right support. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below with one thing you've learned today that you plan to carry forward. Your story could be the spark that helps someone else face the same decisions with more clarity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on living a fulfilling life at any age. Your future is still yours to shape. Let's keep this conversation going. Misinformation, lack of planning, or the assumption that nursing homes are the only option can trap people into making a costly, life-altering decision. The key here is knowledge. Do your research, consult with financial experts, and explore community resources and grants that could help you stay in the comfort of your own home. The money you save could be the difference between living in a cage or living with choice. Nursing homes might seem like a safety net, but for many they're just a hidden drain on your finances, your emotions, and your overall well-being. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, drop a 5 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another video. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's dive deeper. The emotional toll of moving into a nursing home is often far greater than anyone realizes. It's more than just a change of scenery. It can mark the beginning of a decline in both your sense of purpose and your identity. Research shows that many seniors experience a rapid downturn in their well-being after transitioning into institutional care. And it's not just about physical frailty. It's about losing the meaning and purpose that keeps us going. Think about the simple joys of staying in your own home. Each day begins with a routine that's uniquely yours. You wake up, decide what to eat. Maybe it's your favorite oatmeal with a pinch of cinnamon or a steaming cup of tea, brewed just the way you like it. You water your plants, feeling a quiet sense of pride as they thrive, or you spend time with your pet, whose loyalty and love bring warmth to your heart. Maybe you pick up a hobby, knitting, flipping through old family photos, or even tinkering around in the garage. These little moments aren't just distractions. They are the essence of your day. They keep your mind sharp, your heart engaged, and your spirit alive. These are the kinds of things that give us meaning as we age. Staying in your own home offers far more than just a place to sleep. It offers a space where you can continue to thrive, grow, and hold on to the things that truly matter. Imagine waking up in a place where everything is already decided for you. The time you eat, when you wake up, and even how your day is structured. That's often the reality of nursing homes. The meals arrive, but they aren't your choices. The schedule dictates your every move. The soup is served, but you don't get to stir it to your liking. It's someone else's plan, not your own. Sure, there may be scheduled activities like bingo or an afternoon sing-along, but where's the room for spontaneity, for your passions, for what truly brings you joy? And then there's the room itself, stripped of personality, reduced to bare essentials. The walls echo with a sense of impersonal routine, not the warmth of a place that truly feels like yours. It's lights out at a certain hour, no candles allowed, no room for those little personal touches. It's not just the physical loss of space that's hard to bear, it's the emotional toll. The feeling of slipping into the background, of no longer being seen as a person with desires and choices. Instead, you become just another name on a chart, someone waiting for time to pass. Now imagine the opposite, staying in your own home. It's not just about the comfort of your own space or the peace of sleeping in your bed. It's about maintaining your autonomy. Even if your body slows down, even if you need extra help with some tasks, you still hold the reins of your own life. You decide when to make that cup of tea, which flowers to plant in your garden, or whether you want to lose yourself in a good book. Those choices, however small they may seem, are yours. They assert your identity, your essence, and that's a kind of strength. Aging doesn't have to feel like a surrender. It's a chance to redefine your narrative, to embrace a new chapter with purpose and agency. The choices you make today, even the smallest ones, carry meaning. They push against the notion that getting older means losing control. Aging isn't a one-way descent. It's an opportunity to shape your life, to keep writing your story, one decision at a time. Yet society often sells a different narrative, one that assumes once you reach a certain age, you must give up independence in exchange for safety. You're told that nursing homes are the responsible choice, the safest bet. But have you stopped to consider the cost? It's not just about the money. It's about the very essence of who you are. The freedom to wake up on your own terms, the dignity of living in a place that feels like you, those aren't insignificant sacrifices. Aging in place isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It takes planning, resources, and sometimes some compromise. But for many, it's the key to maintaining control, dignity, and independence, all while living in the comfort of your own home. The power of maintaining control over your life. Every new day is a gift, a chance to live fully, to connect, and to shape your destiny. As we age, this gift doesn't fade, it evolves. Growing older doesn't mean giving up your right to feel safe, valued, and in control of your life. Too often, society views aging as a slow decline into dependency, a narrative that takes away dignity and personal power. But aging doesn't have to mean giving up your independence. It's an opportunity to embrace life with purpose, strength, and resilience. Before considering a move to a nursing home, take a moment to rethink what independence truly means for you. Look at all the possibilities available. Building a strong support system is crucial, whether it's relying on family, close friends, or a supportive group of neighbors who check in on you. Think about making simple modifications around the house, installing grab bars, adding a stair lift, or rearranging furniture to eliminate hazards. These small changes can help you live comfortably and safely in your home for many more years. Home care services are another powerful solution. Whether it's a nurse visiting a few times a week or a caregiver helping with daily tasks, these services can be customized to fit your exact needs, allowing you to stay in your home and keep your life as normal as possible. The most important advice: don't rush into a decision that takes away your freedom. It's easy to make hasty decisions in the heat of a health scare or under pressure from well-meaning family members. But take the time to evaluate all your options. Consult with experts. Trust your instincts. Your independence is a treasure worth fighting for. With the right planning, you can hold on to it much longer than you might think. Growing older doesn't have to mean losing control. It can mean mastering it in new and exciting ways. If you're still watching and finding these insights useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support keeps us going and helps us create more valuable content for you. Let's take a longer-term view. Imagine spending 5 to 10 years in a nursing home, a reality many families face. At the low end, you're looking at $240,000 to $480,000. At the high end, a mind-boggling $720,000 to $1.44 million. And for all that money, what do you get? A small room with paper-thin walls, a shared bathroom down a sterile hallway, and staff stretched so thin that personalized care is a luxury you rarely see. It's a hard pill to swallow. Hundreds of thousands spent on basic care, not luxury, and definitely not peace of mind. Here's where the myth gets shattered. Many believe their savings, retirement accounts, or Medicare will foot the bill. But the truth is far less comforting. Medicare, for instance, only covers short-term stays, typically up to 100 days, and even then, it's not exactly free. Medicaid may cover costs for those with limited assets, but to qualify, you often have to spend down your savings, sell your home, or liquidate investments, essentially draining your wealth before the help even kicks in. Private insurance? A game of chance. The policies vary, and most won't cover long-term care fully. Families often find themselves liquidating their savings, selling their homes, or falling into crippling debt just to keep up with those escalating bills. Now, think about the alternatives. What if, instead of throwing away your life savings on a nursing home, you invested a fraction of that money into staying independent and safe at home? For example, you could spend $5,000 on home improvements, things like a walk-in shower or a wheelchair ramp. A part-time caregiver for $20 an hour, just a few hours a week, could cost $5,000 to $10,000 a year. Or you could move in with a family member who truly values your well-being and share costs or responsibilities in a way that preserves both your dignity and your bank account. These solutions aren't just cheaper, they bring something far more valuable: familiarity, autonomy, and meaningful connection. The truth is, most people don't end up in nursing homes because they've run out of options. They end up there because they haven't been shown any alternatives. For instance, a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society in 2018 found that seniors who moved to institutional care experienced a significant drop in both mobility and mental sharpness within just 6 months, compared to those who remained at home with help and support. There's also the issue of infections, which are often overlooked in nursing homes. These facilities bring together large groups of vulnerable individuals in a confined space, creating a breeding ground for the spread of illness. Pneumonia, one of the leading causes of death among the elderly, thrives in these environments, especially among those with compromised respiratory systems or limited mobility. Urinary tract infections, UTIs, are another major concern, often worsened by poor hydration or inconsistent personal care. In some cases, these infections can lead to sepsis, a life-threatening condition that occurs when the body's reaction to infection causes widespread inflammation and organ failure. According to the CDC, nursing home residents are much more likely to experience hospitalizations due to acquired infections compared to seniors living independently. When you factor in flu outbreaks or antibiotic-resistant bacteria, like MRSA, it's clear that nursing homes can sometimes be a hotbed for illness. But it's not just about the physical toll. The emotional side of moving to a nursing home can be just as damaging. Leaving behind familiar surroundings, personal belongings, and the community you've built over the years often leads to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and depression. This emotional strain can weaken the body's defenses, making residents even more vulnerable to illness. For seniors who are still able to live at home, even with some assistance, studies suggest that staying in familiar surroundings is often the healthier and safer choice. While nursing homes may promise better care, they sometimes lead to an unintended decline in overall well-being. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support keeps us creating valuable content that informs and inspires. The alternative: aging in place with thoughtful planning. If nursing homes come with such challenges, what's a better way forward? The answer lies in a growing movement called aging in place, staying in your own home as you grow older, supported by smart adjustments and resources. This isn't about holding on to independence at all costs. It's about crafting a safe, sustainable, and fulfilling environment tailored to your changing needs. With the right approach, aging in place can protect your health and preserve your quality of life far more effectively than institutional care. The first step in aging in place is making your home safer. Small, simple modifications can make a world of difference. For example, installing grab bars in the bathroom can drastically reduce the risk of falls, a major cause of injury for seniors. Widening doorways for wheelchairs, adding brighter lighting to prevent trips, or even installing a stair lift can turn a familiar home into a safe haven. Technology plays a huge role, too. Medical alert systems, like wearable devices that call for help with the press of a button, provide peace of mind for both seniors and their families. Smart home devices, such as voice-activated assistants or motion sensor lights, simplify daily tasks, making life easier and safer. But aging in place isn't just about home modifications. It's about creating a support network. Hiring part-time help, like a caregiver who comes a few times a week to assist with meals, medication, or light cleaning, can be an invaluable resource without taking away independence. For more hands-on help, home health aides can provide medical care, like wound dressing or physical therapy, right in your living room. Staying connected with others is just as important. Regular visits from friends or family, phone calls, or shared activities, such as a weekly game of cards, can reduce loneliness. Plus, local community programs like senior centers or volunteer organizations can offer social interactions and practical help, such as transportation to appointments. The benefits of this approach are backed by research. A 2020 report from AARP found that seniors who aged in place with the right support were more satisfied, had lower depression rates, and enjoyed better overall health than those in nursing homes. Financially, it can also be more affordable. Retrofitting a home and hiring part-time help often costs far less than the $4,000 to $8,000 per month that nursing home care typically demands. Before you sign that contract or pack your bags, take a moment to reflect. Is this truly how you want to spend your final chapter? Is this the legacy of care you envision for yourself or your loved ones? If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment M1 below to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support keeps us going, creating content that informs and inspires. Now let's continue. Number 2. The emotional weight of leaving your home. Your home isn't just a building. It's a sanctuary. It's a place where memories live, where you learned to cook your mom's famous recipe, where your children took their first steps, where you shared moments of joy and sorrow with those you love. Every corner holds a story. That old rocking chair where you held your newborn for the first time, the garden you nurtured over the years, the creaky floorboard that reminds you of long nights spent awake with loved ones. So, when the time comes to leave your home, whether by choice or necessity, it's not just about packing boxes. It's about leaving behind pieces of yourself. It's an emotional and psychological shift, a deep upheaval that lingers long after you've unpacked your things. Walking through your home one last time, you might feel overwhelmed by memories. Laughter at a holiday dinner, quiet moments by the window as the sun sets, the comforting smell of coffee brewing in the morning. Packing your things isn't simply about sorting through possessions. It's about deciding what part of your life you can carry with you and what stays behind. That favorite chair, too big for your new space. The garden you've cared for so long, it's now someone else's to tend. Every decision chips away at your sense of control and your identity. Studies show what many older adults instinctively know. Moving too soon, before you're emotionally ready, can take a serious toll on your mental health. You may experience depression, mourning the loss of your independence and the comfort of your familiar surroundings. Anxiety can creep in, especially when you're in a new place surrounded by unfamiliar faces. Cognitive decline may even accelerate as your brain struggles to adjust to an entirely new environment. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who moved to care facilities experienced declines in memory and problem-solving skills within months. It wasn't just about losing their home, it was about losing the identity tied to it. At home, you were the decision maker, the one in charge. In a nursing home or assisted living facility, you're often reduced to a resident on a chart, a number, not the person you were before. For many, this feels like the abrupt end of a chapter they weren't ready to close. It's a story interrupted mid-sentence. So if you're standing at this crossroads, pause for a moment and ask yourself, could staying at home longer with the right support help preserve more than just your address? Could it help preserve you? The hidden health risks of nursing homes. It's a sad irony that many people choose nursing homes hoping to get superior health care in their later years, only to find that, in some cases, living in these facilities can actually accelerate their decline. Research has been uncovering a troubling reality. Living in a nursing home can sometimes shorten your lifespan. But why does this happen? The reasons are complex, but they're rooted in the environment of these facilities and the significant changes they force on residents' lives. It's not just about physical care, it's about how those changes affect your overall well-being. From the loss of independence to the isolating routines, nursing homes often create a cycle that can contribute to mental and physical decline. One major issue when seniors move into nursing homes is the loss of autonomy and the daily activities that keep them engaged. Simple things like cooking a meal, tidying up around the house, or tending to a garden may seem like chores, but these routines serve an important purpose. They provide physical activity, mental stimulation, and a sense of accomplishment. In nursing homes, however, many of these tasks are taken over by staff. Residents often end up leading a much more sedentary lifestyle with fewer opportunities to stay active. Studies have shown that this shift can lead to muscle atrophy, a weakened immune system, and even faster cognitive decline. Have you ever found yourself standing at a crossroads, feeling like your body isn't as strong as it used to be, your home is suddenly too large, too quiet, and wondering what comes next? Society often paints the solution as simple. When you can no longer care for yourself fully, it's time to leave everything behind and move into a nursing home. But is that really your only choice? In this video, we're going to uncover the truth about nursing homes, the emotional and hidden costs of leaving your home, and the power of aging in place. Stick around until the end, because the decisions you make for your future deserve more than a one-size-fits-all answer. And by the end of this video, you might find options that could change the way you experience your golden years. Before we dive in, if you find this video helpful, please like it. Your support helps me keep spreading important lessons about aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And if this video resonates with you, comment 1 below. If not, leave a 0 and let me know how I can improve. Now, let's get into it. The reality of nursing homes. When you think about nursing homes, the brochures and reassuring staff might paint a picture of safety, compassionate care, and a dignified life in your later years. They promise a place where your every need will be met with kindness and expertise. But what's the truth behind those promises? At their core, nursing homes are businesses, and like any business, they have to manage budgets, staff levels, and ensure efficiency. Too often, this means that care, the very thing they're supposed to prioritize, ends up second to operational demands. A major issue is understaffing. Imagine one caregiver responsible for 10, 15, or even 20 residents during a single shift. Each person has their own medical needs, personal challenges, and daily requirements. It's not that the caregivers don't care, they do, but when you're juggling so many responsibilities, neglect isn't a result of indifference. It's simply unavoidable. Medications get delayed. Calls for help go unanswered for hours. Basic needs like bathing or repositioning might be skipped or rushed. And the result? Residents spend hours alone, their physical discomfort ignored, their emotional needs unmet. Now, picture this: lying in bed, waiting for help to get to the bathroom or bring you a glass of water. The seconds feel like hours as you realize no one's coming. Not because they don't care, but because they just don't have the time to get to you. Then there's the issue of losing your sense of independence, which cuts even deeper. Nursing homes are run on strict schedules, designed to keep things running smoothly. You eat when the dining room opens for breakfast at 7:30 a.m., whether you're hungry or not. You take a bath when an aide has an open slot, even if you'd prefer to wait until later. You take your meds when the cart rolls by, and you sleep, or try to, when the lights go out, no matter if you're a night owl or an early riser. The life you once knew, the life where you decided what to have for dinner or lingered over coffee in your favorite chair, fades away. In its place is a life ruled by someone else's schedule, where your preferences become secondary to the facility's routine. And perhaps the hardest part of all? The loneliness. When you first move in, you might have regular visitors, family bringing flowers, friends promising to stop by. But over time, those visits become less frequent. Your kids get busy with their own lives, work, school runs, bills. Grandkids grow up and become caught up in their own schedules. Old friends, if they're still around, may be struggling with their own health or mobility. Eventually, the constant flow of visitors fades, and your world becomes quiet. The hum of a TV in the common room, or the occasional shuffle of a nurse's footsteps, becomes the background noise of your life. Studies have shown that social isolation in nursing homes is an unspoken epidemic, contributing to higher rates of depression, anxiety, and even physical decline. So, is this the only way to spend your later years? The truth is, there's more than one path to explore. And the journey toward aging gracefully doesn't have to mean giving up the comfort of your home. There are other options that might surprise you and open up a new way of living in your golden years.